Good morning. I am here on a cloudy or overcast day. I'm not complaining. I originally thought it was going to rain today, and now the forecast says not until tonight. So I'm going to try to book it 11 miles to the Tree Mountain Shelter. And, as I just feel a drop. Whatever, it's fine. Today and then tomorrow's supposed to be a total washout. I will be on trail for 15 miles tomorrow. But then, that's the longest hike I have left. I am 69.2 miles from the finish at Springer Mountain. And I'm taking my sweet time, as I've said, because I don't have a flight home until next week. And I'm totally cool with that. I had a great stay at the Hostel around the bend here at Dix Creek Gap outside Hiawassee. It's a half-mile off trail. Nimrod was a wonderful caretaker. And chef, oh my goodness, I had this amazing breakfast today. Scrambled eggs, sweet potato and regular potato hash browns, home fries, and this apple crumble amazing coffee cake. And he is just a wonderful person, full of amazing stories about the trail. Loved it. Very nice day. I went to Hiawassee Brew last evening for dinner and had a hazy IPA, of course, and an incredible burger with smashed avocado, smoked Gouda, bacon pepper jam, and a runny egg on top. It was delicious and really good French fries. That said, I am going to be climbing. I'm going to put the phone away. I got 11 miles to the Tree Mountain Shelter. My understanding is it's unfortunate shelter to be in when it's windy, which is going to be tonight because it's facing the wrong way. And I don't know. I think I'm going to look at the forecast again if I get the chance today. I may put up my tent behind the shelter if I'm fairly certain it's not going to rain, but man, if it rains overnight, I really don't want to carry a wet tent. We'll see. I'll see how I feel when I get there. Maybe I'll chance it and just go in the shelter. Hi all, from the blustery top of Kelly Knob, which is the last 4,000 foot peak in Georgia that I will be climbing. And there's a bit of a view through the trees. Nothing super spectacular. It is very windy. I am trying to make it to camp. It's about 6.5 more miles before any kind of storm hits, so I can get set up in the shelter. It's not supposed to rain until tomorrow, but as the hostel manager said today, this is a rainforest and it does what it wants, and I get the feeling with this wind that it wants to storm. Water is scarce out here, so I'm glad I'm not going too far. I have plenty on me to make it to the shelter, and then thankfully the shelter supposedly has some pooling from the spring that I'll have to scoop out, but I'll be able to make do. I can see some kind of peaks right over there on my right. And brown and then blue off in the distance. There's some rocks under the leaves. I gotta be really careful. Do not want an injury in my last 60 miles. And hopefully, I think there might be 1 or 2 more climbs before I make camp, but none of these are too bad. They look way worse on the app elevation than they are. There's switchbacks and like gentle slopes. It's all good. I am less than a mile from the shelter, and I am sorry for the lack of content today. It had been sprinkling on and off and really, really blustery winds. I had my windbreaker on. I got cold and was trying to hurry and get to camp as soon as possible. It's calm right now. And the forecast tomorrow looks pretty interesting, like 1 to 2 inches of rain, 100% chance, and wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about tomorrow. I feel like it's the end of my hike and Mother Nature is just throwing me a little curveball to test me. But I will muscle through somehow. Anyway, I'm about 0.7 from the camp. The trail has been pretty much like what you see, covered in leaves. limited views. I showed you like a view through the trees at Kelly Knob, which was the last 4,000 foot mountain in Georgia, so hopefully the climbs won't be so bad, although I heard Blood Mountain's kind of bad. I don't know when that is on my schedule. Kind of over it at this point, and it was kind of a boring hike today. Yeah, blah. Some days are like that, but I'm happy to be moving forward. I'm happy the weather calmed down for now, and I'm happy I'm close to the shelter, and hoping for a non-blustery evening, because like I shared before, I heard that the shelter is not positioned in a great way, and if there's wind or rain, it can blow right in, which kind of sucks. If it wasn't going to rain, I might pitch my tent behind the shelter to get protection from the wind. I don't know, I'll have to think about it, but man, I hate taking my tent down in the rain, and tomorrow's going to be a soaker. I'll probably just suck it up in the shelter and see what happens. I've seen a lot of section hikers going the opposite direction from me today, but that was all this morning. I'm not sure if anyone's local. They would not be out here tonight to be hiking tomorrow by choice. I am still hopeful I may see someone at the shelter this evening. If not, that's fine too. One thing that happened as it was kind of cold, so I didn't want to get the video out, but I did take a couple photos. I see some really weird things on the trail now and again. I saw an empty duffel bag on a rock, and it had an airline tag on it from a couple days ago. That it was like one of those bags that maybe got lost on the flight and they were trying to return it to somebody from Spirit Airlines. It had a woman's name on it. The bag was totally empty. It was left unzipped on a rock. Kind of creepy. Alright, that was probably the most quote-unquote interesting thing that happened today. I don't know what the hell drives people to bring things out here and leave them. It's just really unsettling. More importantly, I wonder if someone stole that bag. What was in it? I want to know. I'm up here almost to the top of Trey Mountain on the Shelter Side Trail. It's beautiful. And this is a really awesome tent site, but not for tonight. Alright, carrying on down to the Shelter Trail. I gotta figure out, maybe I could see, there might be a cool sunset tonight with these clouds. Because I actually have somewhat, over on that way I have a view through the trees, but yeah, if there's a view of a sunset, it could be really cool. I almost fell. That would have been more creepy.